Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. My name is Muhammad Sharifuddin Ismail, and today I will be presenting to you about the individual assignment that is linked by the group assignment, which is the tax system computations. For I prefer choose the partnership other than cooperative. And this is my question. There is Umar and Umara decide to form a partnerships. They have business deal with supplying mineral water in Kuala Terengganu, and this accounting is from 1st January 2023 to the 31 December 2023. This the attribute the contribution to the accounting, which is interest capital, the expense, assets, other income, also the net profits. First of all, from the tax computation system, we need to gain the basic of it, which is for the first table, they tell us that the interest on capital is 30k, which is from the capital contributions multiply the interest on expense, which is 10%. We can get that formula by multiplying it. For the partner private expense, we just need to total the partner private expense. For Umar and Umaira, which is partner salaries, interest capital, medical insurance, food, traveling allowances, entertainment allowances, withdrawal of partners. For the computations, I have PPE, I have donations, I have other income, and I have the above the total income, which is inside of statutory income. For the first of the foremost, the employer. We see that I have two employers which have different salary. Some below the 405,000k, some upper 5,000k, which is this have the apply of 30% and 12%. And I apply it in my system, and I get the total EPF contributions. This total EPF contributions, we have the effect the allowable and non-allowable, which is employee salary minus EPF contributions. Either it's allowable or non-allowable. For the PPE, we choose the building, City and capital, which is 8,000k, 98.2k and 20k. Whereas the AA actually is initial allowances and annual allowances, we have 20%. But luckily it's all the same for the building, for the motor and for the computer. But the main point of this, we get that the allowances are charged, which is the disposal value is less than the residual expenditure. This is an example of the allowances and chargeable. This and this. For the donation is approved donation and approved donation. Basically, we just total it. This is donation is for the future measurements. For the main part of this, we need to see visible income, which is the net profits at non-allowable expense and less other income. For this partnership, we can get at the 646,814 ringgit, and then we less the partner private expense to get the divisible income, which is 606,264 ringgit. So we move on. This is the statutory business income. This part we ratio it, we portion ratio it, which is the 60% of the Umar and 40% of the Umaira. The profit sharing portion ratio. The profit sharing portion ratio has many effect on these computations, which is from the base allowances and capital allowances. But before we touch in that, I want to explain the structure of it, which is deficit income add partnership profit expense, and we get the adjusted income partner, which is 334,000 and ringgit. For Umairah is 260,000 and 106 ringgit. And then we list the balancing allowances, which is the building, Honda City, and computer. Also, capital allowances, building, Honda, and computer. I made a mistake here. Honda City. And we get the statutory business income. And for the Umar is 258,234 ringgit. For the Umairah is 178,850 ringgit. And we move on for the total income. We must add the other income and less approval donation or 10% aggregate and business zakat. We need to less it. For the other income, rental income is we just portion it 60% and 40% for the computations, which is total royalty and total rental income. We get the aggregate income, which is 280,434 and 195,750. This aggregate income will affect that for our total income, which is less, either the approval donations or 10% of the aggregate income. But this situation, that is total appropriation is lower than 10% aggregate income. Then we conclude in these computations. Also, in business zakat, for the computation is the percentage of 2.5 of the net profit, and we get the 30,250 ringgit. And we partly portion it for Umar and Umairah. And lastly, and we get the 272,474 ringgit for the Umar and 188,450 ringgit for Umairah. This is why the tax computation system is really mean to us, because it is easier to understand whether the attribute is effect on the computation itself. I think that's all from me. And once again, thank you for your contribution of sharing my time to explain these system computations. That's all for me, and thank you.